wild and so free. Yeah. From this
Garnet Silk Jr. How you doing, sir?
Blessings, Wagwan. I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good. So, for people out there, let them know who Garnet Silk Jr. is.
Yeah, man, Garnet Silk Jr., the last child of the great Garnet Silk. Been doing music all my life, you know.
Yeah.
But I released my first professional song at the age of 13. And that's where the journey really began, you know.
Yeah, man. So tell us something about that. What kind of song did you sing? How did it come about?
Well, I grew up listening to all different types of genres, you know. I didn't limit, whatever music I listened to. So I would dibble and dabble into like every little different genre. But when I turned 13 is when I really started to, draw a lot of inspiration from reggae music.
Yeah.
You know? So my first single was definitely, it's not like it's on iTunes, you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it like knowing that your dad is Garnet Silk? You probably get asked it all the time, but what is it like for you?
Yeah. It's bittersweet, but the most important thing is he had such a major and positive impact on the world. It's like we get nothing but positivity, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing but positivity. But of course, as a youth, you struggle with the fact that you don't have a father and things like that.
Yeah.
But we take them things and turn it into motivation, you know?
For real.
Yeah, man.
Do you ever feel any pressure, or you just roll with it?
At first, it was a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Because, doing music as the child of an icon is like, especially when that icon passed away at a very young age, because my father transcended at the age of 28.
Wow.
So a lot of people didn't see much of him.
Yeah.
They saw a lot because he worked hard, of course, but they still didn't get enough, you know?
Yeah.
So whenever they hear say Garnet Silk have a son, they expect him to be exactly like Garnet Silk, but those are the hardcore Garnet Silk fans who, really miss and love him in the business. But I embrace my individuality and, I have my own sound, and I always tell people any similarity I have with my father is natural. You see me?
Yeah, man.
So if me ever hear somebody say, yo, you do this like your father, something natural, it's not something we try.
Yeah.
And so that's the most important thing.
Yeah, man.
You see me? For just be yourself. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real. So tell us a little something. I know you mentioned about doing your song at the age of 13, but tell us something about your musical journey for yourself, but also like in a business aspect as well, because I know they're two different things.
Yeah. Well, I started my own record label, Ruben Arda Records, and that's really the foundation for me. Ruben Arda Records is all about the preservation of the legacy while creating my own legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, as I say, I've been doing music since 13. My first single, Jata Guide, and then my second track was this reggae track featuring Black Judah, a brother called Sugar Blacks. I don't know if you heard about him.
Yeah.
But he used to work with my father back in the days too. And this tune was called Tired of Running. And it was doing really well too. So that was my second track, which was a reggae track.
Okay.
And then man, from this sort of thing just really that's really,
Yeah, man, for real. So you've recently done another track with Jesse Royal.
Yeah, man, Oak Tree.
Yeah.
Oak Tree. This is for the upcoming project, Oak Tree.
Yeah,
this will be my second project.
Okay. Because it's a deep song,
Yeah, man. Yeah, respect, man. Yeah, man, most definitely.
So how did that come about, and what made you choose Jesse as somebody to do it with as well?
Yeah, I always tell people, collaborating with the artist is an energy thing for me. You know what I mean? If I really gravitate to the person and, I read them energy and, I already knew Jesse music and what other people don't know. And Jesse Abridging for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I call him my big brother, I call him little brother, so.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We have a relationship, and this is actually not our first song. This is our first release track.
Okay.
Because we did a lot of things behind the scenes, but nobody didn't really hear them. So this is our first track that we released together. Yeah, man, Oak Tree.
And what is the message of that from you?
Yeah, well, the thing is, you know, just like any tree, we all have a root system, you know?
Yeah.
And I always encourage youths like me to study them history and learn them history, because if you don't know where I come from, you're not going to know where you're going. You see me? And we have such a rich and powerful history. It would be a waste to not study it, you know?
Yeah, man. For real.
Our ancestors left all of that for we just study and learn and, you know what I mean, elevate ourselves. So that's the whole message, just sticking to the roots, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So when you're writing your music and you're going about doing your music, what kind of processes do you go through? Is it like a freestyle, write it down? How does it come about?
It depends on the vibe, you know?
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay.
I might get an instrumental I really love, and that instrumental, because when I hear instruments, colors come to my mind and places, and that place or that color might bring certain words to my mind, and it's like it just really flow naturally. You know what I mean? I might hear a car pass and it sound like an instrument, and I say, Jano, that brings something to me. It's a very funny process, man. Weird process, trust me, but I respect it. Yeah. You can't rush, or you can't say, all right, I'm going to take this amount of time for write this type of song. Every song really different for me.
Yeah, for real. So, who's your inspirations?
My inspirations, definitely Damien Junior Gang Marley.
Yeah, man.
I grew up listening to a lot of Highway as well. Richie Spice, Natural Black, and definitely Garnet Silk. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
even though I started listening to my father's music late still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah.
So why those artists for you?
Yeah, well, Damien Marley is at the top of that list in terms of inspiration, because he was the one that I listened to the most.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I can relate to him. You know, he's the son of an icon, but him still maintaining individuality.
Yeah.
He's a very consistent artist. His content is, limitless. So he's really a well-rounded artist, and up to this day he still makes good music. So, big up Damien Junior Gang Marley.
For real. Have you heard his new song that's just come out?
Which one was that? Because him released about three
I know.
three new songs over the past few months.
Reach Home Safe. I think it's literally a couple of days old that's come out, kind of thing.
Okay, I'm definitely going to check that out. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, man, because it's like, wow, this is definitely something that people would feel. So, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, man. Great artist. Great artist.
Yeah, have you met him?
Yeah, man, most definitely. A few times.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Actually, I had a very good reasoning. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, on that note, I'm speaking of young people as well. What would you say to other young people who want to get involved in music? Okay, people, Garnet Silk Jr. is back on the line. Yeah. So. Yeah, so we were talking about young people just then.
Yeah, you were saying what message do I have to people who are aspired musicians.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just stay positive. Just stay true to your craft. You know what I mean? And that should have ego someday, because if surround yourself with honest people, if you don't surround yourself with honest people, you can't get better, you're not going to grow, A lot of artists, they surround themselves with people who, with a lot of yes men, so they really think they're God.
Yeah.
And them feel like them can't grow or get better, But always try to perfect your craft, because, growth is limitless, infinite, most definitely.
For real, man. So, is there anything on the music side, also the business aspect of it, that you would definitely say to people to check out or look out for?
Yeah, man. Ruben Order Records releasing the second project. The first one was the Let Ruben Live project, and this second one now is Oak Tree. And the lead single is also titled Oak Tree. So you can go and check that out. It's available on all digital platforms, and the project will be out very soon. As soon as we have a release date for the project, we'll let the world know. But make sure to stay tuned to all of my social media, my Instagram, at Garnet Jr Music, that's GARNET JRMUSIC, Twitter, same thing, Facebook.com/Garnet Silk Jr.
Yeah, man, for real. Is there any events coming up that you're doing that people come and check you out on?
Pending. So make sure to stay tuned to the social media. We have a lot of dates pending, but they're not confirmed as yet. So I don't want to go on a date yet.
Yeah.
But them definitely in the works, man. Most definitely.
Okay. And how about the UK? Is that in the mind?
Yeah, man. Actually, that's the last place I went, and the love was really overwhelming. In a great way though.
Yeah.
And I'd definitely like to revisit the UK. Have to.
For real, man. So
it actually feels like home, to be completely honest with you, because I see a lot of familiar faces, and even if are strangers, I feel like I know them long time. So it's a great place for me.
For real. Where did you go? London?
Yeah, man, definitely. Actually performed at Jazz Cafe.
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, you have to come to Coventry. You have to come to Coventry soon. That's where we are now.
All right.
Where the studio is right now.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
I definitely will.
Okay, so we spoke of your song, and we spoke of your vibes and what you're doing. Would you be up for doing a little something live on air?
Yeah, man, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, man, stand up. Them never deliver where them I promise. See, there's a famine on the land, but don't you worry. Until the sun no longer rises in the east, Jah will do phenomenal things. So don't you worry, never you panic. Don't get caught up in our Babylon schemes. Until the sun no longer rises in the east, Jah will do phenomenal things. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let Ruben live and never live.
Yeah, man, cool vibes. You know what? I hope that we get to meet someday.
Yeah, man, it definitely will happen, man. Most definitely. Divine timing,
Yeah, man, because, we're following each other on social media and those kind of things, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Next time I'm found in the UK, don't know, I'll link up.
Yeah, man, for real. I just want to say thank you to you for taking the time to speak to me. I really appreciate it.
The pleasure is mine, man. Love to all of the UK family and everybody worldwide, Yeah, man. Let Ruben live and never die. Make sure to look out for the Oak Tree project, and the single is now available on all digital platforms.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up once again, DJKat.
Bless up to you. Give thanks for the call, yeah?
Love and respect.
Blessings. Yeah, so you heard it right here, people. Make sure you go and check out The Oak Tree by Garnet Silk Jr. Definitely a song to listen to. Nice vibes, okay? Please do see what it's all about. And of course, I'm going to play it right now for you. It goes a little something like this. Here we go.
The light can't be denied. Blessed and sanctified.